10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Mathematics is the most beautiful and most powerful creation of human spirit. On behalf of our Guru Shri Shanti Jain Vedic College, I Himansi cordially invite our chief guest, Dr. V. Sumati, Assistant Professor, Department of Data Science, Loyola College, Chennai. Our Honorable Secretary Sir Gautam P. Vaid and respected Principal Ma'am Dr. M. K. Malati. I take pride in getting this opportunity to extend a gracious welcome to our respected professor and my dear friends on up to this event on applied mathematics. I request all the viewers to acknowledge your name with class in YouTube live chat box. At my lowest, God is my hope. At darkness, God is my light. At my weakness, God is my strength. At my saddest, God is my comfort. Let us all seek the divine blessings of God as we begin this occasion. Let us all raise up for prayer song. Thank you. May I request Dr. N.S. Indumati, Head Department of Mathematics, to deliver welcome address. Please, ma'am.
Already know. Yeah, I already think
Good afternoon to one and all present here. I hereby welcome you all on behalf of Guru Shri Shanti Vijay Jain College for Women for the felicitation and the event on e-quiz in the name of Applied Mathematics and Statistics organized by the Department of Mathematics. I extend a warm welcome to our Honorable Secretary, Lord Gautam P. Vaid sir, and our respected Principal Ma'am, Dr. N.K. Malati ma'am. I feel immense pleasure to invite the Chief Guest, Dr. V. Sumati, Assistant Professor, Department of Data Science, Loyola College, Chennai. I also welcome our faculty members and our beloved students and viewers for this event. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to you all. Thank you. Now I request Ms. Abhirami, second DBA, to introduce the chief guest to the audience.
To accomplish great things, we must not only act but also dream. Not only plan but also believe. Good afternoon to one and all present here. On behalf of Gurushi Shanti Vijay Jain College for Women, I accordingly welcome our chief guest, Dr. Srimati, Assistant Chief Professor, Department of Data Science, Loyola College, Chennai. Dr. V. Sumati as specialized in the field of exploratory data analysis using SPSSR and Python machine learning technique using Python. Data visualization using Tabula and Power BI. Natural language processing. Our chief guest has served as assistant professor for 20 years and also as head of the department of in Meena Kumararani Muttaya College of Art and Science, Adaya, Chennai, as well as Director of Research and Consultancy Forum. She is also a member of NAC Steering Committee, as well as she served as a Director Research and Consultancy Forum in Kumararani Meena Muttaya College, Chennai, Adaya. She served as Vice President in Association of Data Science. She is a member of Action Committee LIMCO in period of 2019 to 2022. She was a member of Night Steering Committee for 6 years. She has published various articles in both national and international journals. She has organized various workshops and conferences on various themes such as predictive analysis of thyroid disorder using machine learning technique, decision support tool to uterine fibroids. She has also participated the workshop on machine data analysis and a conference on innovation and challenges in global businesses. Supervisor of student-funded project granted by Royal Research Park on the topic predictive analysis of active spectrum disorder in the city of Chennai using machine learning techniques for period for 8 months from June 2020. Member Board of Studies, Board of Statistics, University of Madras, Chennai from 2017 to 2020. Received Special Appreciation Award in the year 2017 to 18 from Dr. Meena Mutta, Secretary and Correspondent Kumararani Meena Muttaya College for Arts and Science, Adaya, Chennai. Received Special Recognition Award in the year 2015 to 16, the commendable service rendered in research area from Dr. Meena Muttaya, Secretary and Correspondent, Kumararani Meena Muttaya, College of Art and Science. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhirami. Now I request our chief guest to address the gathering. Please, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, this is Sumati from Department of Data Science, Loyola College. So, my voice audible, clear, ma'am? Okay. So, first of all, I thank the management of GSS Jain College and the organizers of this program for inviting me to share my knowledge on data science, scope of data science. And secondly, I congratulate all the quiz participants and the winners of the quiz. So hope students from various domain would have participated in this quiz. So with this, so definitely I expect my talk is also going to be on for different program students from different program. So let me share my screen. Is my screen visible? Yes, ma'am. Indumati ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Thank you, ma'am. So I'm going to briefly explain the scope of data science today. So the agenda of today's talk is going to be like this. I'm going to tell you as what the difference is between traditional data and big data, and what how data is monetized. Monetized means how it is valued, how it is converted into money, uh, that way. And I'm going to explain only three applications of data science because of the time constraint. Otherwise, data science is applied in all field, and the skill set requirements to pursue data science course or otherwise data analytics for that matter. So this data all must be knowing. It's collection of numerical information. In statistics, you would have read this. But uh, so so 20 years back also, 20, 30 years or 50 years back also, this data analysis was existing, right? So we were analyzing data, we using statistical and mathematical concepts. So that is what I call as traditional way of collecting data. So you would have heard primary data, secondary data. So traditionally, like 20, 10 years back, so we conduct a survey, or government conduct a survey and collect data, or otherwise we use data which has already been collected. Now these collected data will be entered in an Excel or in registered form of source, and from there we will retrieve the data. So it's very easy to retrieve data, but collecting data is matter of concern. Previously, you have to appoint investigator and you have to pay for the project. The respondents, they have to respond correctly. Even in population survey where the government is conducting, people feel like no, they do not give correct data sometimes. So that was how data analysis were done previously. So basically, traditional data, the data source is through survey or from collected records. So we take data from there and we do analysis. So this is all fine. But now suddenly, where this big data came into existence, and so followed by this data science, a new program, how this came into existence? It's because of the technology development. So I say data is generated and streaming now. So previously I said data is collected through survey. It is observed. So you stay in a place, observe how those people are, living. You observe and note down how it is done. So that is how. Whereas now data is generated. You need not collect. It's actually generating. So we are in live YouTube live, like the students, the names of students, like how many students are into this live program. So all are collected knowingly or unknowingly by some source. So now how data, and it is streaming. So I can use these two words: data is generated and it is streaming like a river. Like every single second, millions of data are generated. So nobody is intently correcting this data. It's by itself it's generating because of the technological development. So you do some online purchase in Amazon, or just explore as what items are there. Your data is being collected there. Okay, what search you are doing. So there, you do some online transaction. So using GPay, you transfer your amount to some account. So data is again generated there. Okay, and you travel in a Ola. Okay, so it will identify in which place you are in, where you wanted to travel. Are you doing this travel every day? So that data is unknowingly, so nobody is collecting purposely, but it is generated and streaming also. What the issue is now, see, traditionally the issue is in collecting data, whereas now, due in the era of big data, handling data is the issue. So you have enough of data of how to handle data. We need workers to analyze this data, to convert data into value. Okay, even without using data, you can just leave the data collected, but no use. So companies, government, private organization, even educational institutions wanted their data to get monetized, right, through getting some insights out of it. So we need people to work on data. So see, for the next 10, 20 years, or for that matter 30, 40 years, because technology is going to develop, so it's not going to be standalone in any period. So definitely it is going to develop. And so people are in need to do data analysis, not only those who study mathematics and statistics, in every other field. See, be you are a commerce student, be you are a physics, chemistry student, say you are taking up a nursing course, data is generated everywhere, right? So if data is there, information is generated. Data study of data analysis or knowledge of data analysis is a must. So I would like to emphasize these five types of V's which is involved in big data. Volume, meaning enormous amount of data which is collected. Actually it's measured in terabyte. Velocity is the rate at which this data is generated, so it's streaming like anything. And veracity is the value of data is also. So you have a good value of data nowadays, because you are giving full information. So in survey you may not give few information, whereas when you purchase an umbrella in Amazon, you give all sorts of informations before your purchase without leaving any particular column. So that is the quality of data you're giving into uh, the various domain. And there are varieties of data. So data previously, like only quantitative data can be analyzed, and qualitative data also, so you can analyze. Now you can also analyze images, you can analyze videos, audio. You would have heard about chatbot. So chatbot will recognize, Google Assistant will recognize my voice, and it will tell, yes Sumati, what do you want. So it's recognizing my voice. So that's a kind of variety of data we are handling. And finally, only if data is monetized, so it gets value, right? So monetization, it doesn't mean always profit, money. Okay, it could be customer retention also, right? So you have many customers, so not that they are going to stay in your company or stay for your product for a long time. They there are many products available at market, so they may shift from your product to some other product. So you may have to retain the customer. So that's also about the value of data. Right now, how these sorry data are collected through IoT devices. Your refrigerators, the amount of the power you're using in your home, using refrigerators at your home, there is an IoT device attached in it, and it will take all your information, like how you're using your refrigerator through GPS. The company is taking it, so we do not know. Even the cars, okay, the cars IoT devices are attached with the engines, and with all the devices. So it's taking data from our, like, as you drive, your data is where you're going, how much speed you're, how much petrol you are consuming in a week. So all such data are actually retrieved by the company, and government is also using the technology. Now you may be wondering, like, oh, my data is taken, so how can I survey, like how can I you may be worrying about the your personal information is shared. So that's a different issue. Okay, that's about data security. You do not worry about data security. It's actually taken care of cloud, and there are many other technologies which takes care of data. Now today's topic is not about data security. That's a different issue. Now what I mean to convey today is, there are enormous amount of data in all the fields. So the students, or the industry, those who are working industry, they need to know how to handle these data. Now I have taken only three fields. Now how this data analysis is performed in banking and finance sector. Okay, so you must be knowing, bank has records of its customers, and it can estimate, predict what its profit could be. But other than that, using machine learning technique. So I say machine learning because we are going to train machine to learn our data, and the machine will give us result through a communication. That's the software that you're using going to use. So basically we use Python, the latest software which is using to communicate between us and the machine is Python. You can also use R, so no issue in that. So the latest machine learning approach is this anomaly detection. Say you are a customer who is using online transaction. Okay, So in a day, you are transacting 1 lakh rupees to somebody, to some account. Okay, that's, but this is not your usual way of transacting. Usually, you will not transact such a huge amount of money to any account. But this time you are only doing. But immediately you understand what happens, you'll get an alert to your SMS, right? So stating that your account is transacting this amount to this, so it gives an alert. So this is called an anomaly detection. So instantly the data is analyzed, this online transaction data is analyzed, and it has identified some, anomaly, like unusual transaction has happened, and immediately it's giving you the result, like whether it's you or not, that alert has been given, right? So this is called real time data analysis. So you may have to, so this is all important, right? So due to technology development, so you may have to need such services. So there are some personalized service. So not all, loans are given to all people. So they will see, I'm here, or otherwise, yes, Abhirami is already in a cluster. Abhirami is your the student. She is already in a cluster. She has been identified, her data is already taken, and she's in a cluster. So any service given to students, or based on her history purchase in Amazon, whatever, she'll be identified and she'll be given discounts, she'll get calls, she'll get recommendations based on, because every single person in the world is already, based on the data collected, we are in a cluster, right? So that is how, the technology has developed. So in banking, yes, in healthcare, yes, data's, see, like how personalized service and given in banking, personalized treatment is given in healthcare, domain also, through this machine learning approach. Genomic studies, so you can do, see, in genomic studies, every person's genome. So what I mean to say is, even person pursuing biology may have to take up data analysis course. I mean, they have to study machine learning, deep learning, which are all the subjects of data science. So early detection of diseases can be identified. So you'll be in a group, like say, you purchase some medicine. Say you purchase an ORS, energy drink from a pharmacy. Okay, so previously they'll just bill and give it to you. Whereas here, nowadays, they will type like what your number is, what your name is, right? And they will type what you're purchasing. So that way they are collecting your data, and you are in a cluster, and you will be, taken for some analysis to give personalized treatment, not just to explore the data as such, expose the data as such, but to give personalized treatment in healthcare sector, the data are used. Now this one saying is one I like very much, like, we know you love your pet more. Like how, this statement says, people who are in data science field know who you are. They know from which place to which place you are traveling. So be it in retail industry, say in retail industry, you would have heard about this recommendation system. Like you type, say you wanted to purchase umbrella, you type umbrella blue color, but you will be given, 50 recommendations, 50 pictures of the umbrella, its corresponding, the prices, the company. Okay, the recommendations are given to you. So in what way it's giving you the recommendation? It's so this concept is called recommendation system. So I told you, right, you are already in a cluster. Okay, even if you are a first time purchase, so you would have purchased a medicine from pharmacy, so you are in that cluster. So the people know all, the fields are domain are interrelated, they know about you, and you are in a cluster in retail sector also. So the so based on the people in the particular cluster, how they purchase, accordingly the recommendation will be given to you also, right? Or otherwise based on your history purchase. Now you would have ordered some, food material, food items in Zomato, so it will show you previously ordered items, right? It's based on your past history, and it will give you some combo offers also. So it's like how they analyze, and it's a sort of predictive analysis. So basically, in data science, we do only two things: prediction and prescription. Either we will predict as how this particular person's blood pressure will increase decrease based on the symptoms he has, that's in healthcare sector, or otherwise prescriptive analysis. So basically you can tell whether a customer will be your customer, say in banking sector, for the next month whether he'll be in your bank or will he be moving to another bank. That prescription you can give to the bank, and the bank can take necessary action to retain that particular customer. So that sort of analysis. So, and this market basket analysis is one where you would have seen in retail shops, like in supermarkets, few items will be sold together. One toothpaste along with three brushes along with the soap, some combo items. It's all based on the data analysis, like how the customers purchase, based on the history purchase of the customers. Now this market analysis can be carried out, like how the arrangement should be placed, the items should be placed in the supermarket is also based on this market basket analysis, right? So now coming to, okay, so what I try to make you understand is data is generated in all the domain. So be you could be a commerce students, or you could be a science students, or it could be a mathematics student, statistics students. So you may have to come across data in your life in the industry you're going to work with. So it's a good thing if you acquire data analysis knowledge, so you can earn more. You'll be in the industry for a long time. You'll be wanted in the industry for a long time. Now the skill set requirements. Now data visualization tools are much important, like how other data analysis techniques are used. Now Power BI and Tableau are the latest technology, the happening technology which is used by the industries. So with the visuals you can analyze, you can find out what the issue is, and you can solve the issues purely on visual analysis. And you may have to know programming languages like R and Python. Not necessary, at the beginning stage you may have to, you not necessarily should write a machine learning program or your own. It's so maybe in the beginners level it is enough you you try using the existing algorithms and build models for predictive analysis. Excel, even though it seems to be very basic tool, it's very important for the data analysis, right? Basic knowledge of statistics is important, and through this statistics knowledge and the programming knowledge, you can build the machine learning algorithms. And most importantly, you should have interest in data analysis. So I've written given as storytelling. You should be a storyteller. So given genomic related data, so you should not worry as like some huge amount of data is given to me, how can I understand a genomic study? No, you must be able to read that as a story, understand what the features are, so that interest will take over you to the next level in the field of data science. So I think I brushed up as what is the need, how data is generated, big data is generated, and how it is generated in few fields, and what are the skill set requirements to become a data analyst or data scientist. Right now, my last slide. So next slide is going to be my last slide. I'm not going to thank you, but instead I'm going to welcome you to the world of data science. So you have taken up a quiz. Yes, would have done well. So many students from different programs, you have taken up a quiz. Your next step could be explore the skill set I have listed, and start acquiring those knowledge, and convert data into value. You can monetize them. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. I congratulate all the winners of the e-quiz. Gratitude is not only the greatest of all virtues, but the parent of all others. I request Miss Abhivami of 2nd BBA to deliver a vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to all. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose vote of thanks on the memorable occasion. Let me first of all thank God for making today's occasion a resounding success. First and foremost, I thank our Honorable Secretary Sir and Principal Madam. Their able guidance has always encouraged us. I thank them for their interest and continued support. I thank our special guest, Dr. Sumati Ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Data Science, Loyola College, who took time out of her busy schedule to grace this occasion. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. Indumati Ma'am, Head of Mathematics Department, for a value contribution and encouragement in all efforts. I thank all the faculties of the Department of Mathematics and students present here for their cooperation to make this event a great success. I congratulate to all the prize winners and the participants for the quiz. Thank you.
And thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
ma'am.
coming, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, it has been a very inspirational and informational talk to the students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Now let us all raise up for national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I once again thank you all for your cooperation. Thank you.